Nowadays, unless you don't have a deep pockets, you can't enter into real estate. 30 years back, I started my real estate journey with 1,20,000 investment.
What all benefits you gained from the backward integrations?
Our cost of construction, quality and timelines, way better than any other market players. There is no stagnation. It can be either the direction towards the upwards or the direction towards the downwards. Our first projects in Bangalore is 1 acre. Today we have a project of 40 spread over 40 acres kind of thing. Actually, we started in Hyderabad in 1994. In Hyderabad, especially because of the bifurcation, Telangana, Andhra bifurcation issues, the market was quite volatile. It was very tough in operating. Then at that time, we explored the option of Bangalore market.
Talking about COVID, how has the market been for both the places, Hyderabad and Bangalore?
Pre-COVID, the average unit size was around 1350, 1400 in Bangalore. Now that has become 2200, 2000 square foot post-COVID kind of thing.
So the capital appreciation post-COVID has been much more compared to pre-COVID?
Yes, sir, definitely.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Speaking Real Estate Podcast. Our today's guest is Mr. Madhusudhan, who is the chairman and managing director at Sumadhura Group. He is also an Harvard and an IIM alumni. Sumadhura Group is one of the leading developers in Bangalore and Hyderabad. Today's podcast contains interesting concept of how the company is doing backward integration to enter different asset class businesses such as warehousing, co-living and co-working. We have also discussed how they have built their team structures and how they have formed their core management team. We have discovered various topics from how the company used to function pre-COVID and post-COVID and what is their new Uber luxury project in Hyderabad. Watch the podcast till the very end to know interesting things about this group. Welcome, Mr. Madhusudhan ji.
Thank you, Kishore.
मैं आपके एजुकेशन से चालू करना चाहूँगा कॉन्वर्जेशन. वुड वांट टू नो योर हाई स्कूल, graduation and further studies.
So I was born in a very average middle class family as a 8th child of 9 out of total 9 children. But my father is a strong believer of education and how it transforms lives. So he tried to give very good education to all the children in spite of family financial problems or a big family kind of thing. So, but majority of my education was in government residential schools and college. And then I was hoping to, then days MSET was there to write MSET and get a seat in for a doctor MBBS, which I couldn't. Then I did my BSc as science major. But I lost my father at the age of 19. Then out of financial family requirements, then I joined in a government job. So when it comes to education, I did very basic education kind of thing. And I took a government job in LIC of India, public sector. There I worked for 5 years. Then I entered into real estate kind of thing. So I have a strong foundation in education, but not high education kind of thing.
Real estate is a very capital intensive industry and it is not easy for anyone to enter real estate industry just as per their own wishes, or even if they just wish to do so in terms of being a developer and making a change to the society. What difficult challenges you went through and what mindset or where did you find the love for real estate industry and what made you change your shift from public LIC sector to a real estate industry?
So when I was working in LIC of India, I got opportunity in working housing loans department, where I could able to, at very young age, at 22 years kind of thing, to learn the theory behind the real estate and the technicalities behind the real estate. And it laid a strong foundation in me. And then I got an opportunity also closely watch the customers or the people and their pain in acquiring a home, and what is the importance of home in everyone's life, the desire for homes. All this I could able to watch very closely, and it gave me, okay, this is one of the most important place to be in and where we can add value. That sense has come during my first 5 years of work with LIC of India. Then when I was looking for little during those 5 years of government job, I was little stabilized in my life. Then I was looking for growth in my life. At that time, I got an opportunity. As you said, nowadays real estate is very, unless you don't have a deep pockets, you can't enter into real estate. But when it was around 94, 95 kind of thing, 30 years back, it was not that capital intensive kind of thing. I started my real estate journey with 1,20,000 investment with other two partners. Our overall initial investment was around 5 lakhs kind of. So those days, it was not this difficult. Those days, knowing about the real estate, knowing about the game behind the real estate was more crucial.
Right.
Yes.
So how did your interest in real estate made you laid the foundation of Samudra Group?
So during my initial days into real estate, it was lack of resourcefulness kind of thing. Suppose even then, that 1,20,000 raising also for me it was difficult. Then I did with partnerships with different people. Without having the much financial background, it was tough initial days. But after first run of 5 to 7 years, I could able to, we did lot of hard work in the first 5-6 years. Even the small projects also, we did 20 projects kind of thing in first 5-6 years, which gave us comfort and a little financial comfort, little knowing about the principles in real estate. And after that, by the time initial struggle, I could able to, okay, what it is needed for real estate to go in long run. So I felt the need of team, need of financial resources. We worked towards that, and we started Sumadhura Group, and it went the way we visioned, and our focus was there, and it resulted. May we have faced cycles, but ultimately our focus on execution or basic work, basic things in real estate helped us to have a consistent run.
So you went to IIM Bangalore and recently you went to Harvard for OPM course. I would like if you can highlight few things you learned that both of these institutions that helped you in shaping your career and that has helped you in the real estate industry.
Yes, as I said, I didn't have great education kind of either related to business or from great institutions kind of thing, especially either a master's kind of thing. But after certain period of time when I got an opportunity to do a business leadership program in association with CRIDAI with IIMB, I got an opportunity. I grabbed that opportunity and joined that program. During those days, actually, when we started our journey till 2005-10, it was completely proprietary driven organization kind of thing. But when we were transforming Sumadhura from proprietary driven to process driven, system driven, we were facing certain kind of challenges, and at the same moment, I went joined this program at IIMB, and it helped us a lot to expedite our transformation and have more focus, systems, process, and getting professionalism into the company. So from 2000, I did that program at IIMB Bangalore. 2013-14. From 13-14 to when, if we saw Sumadhura at 2004 and Sumadhura in 2014 and Sumadhura in 2024. This 2024 Sumadhura is an impact of 2014 IIMB program. Then when it comes to our Harvard Business School OPM program, now post-COVID, we have bounced back strongly, and earlier we were only into residential sector, but we ventured into other sectors also, and we have signed lot of projects kind of thing. When this was the time we were feeling that we need to upgrade ourselves a lot more to have the next phase of growth or a multifold growth from what we had from 2014 to 24 and from 24 to 2030, 2035. The growth what we are having, we have vision. That growth, to achieve that growth, we felt that we need to upgrade ourselves entire the organization. At that moment, I got an opportunity of this OPM program at Harvard Business School, which is a owner-president management program, where all the business leaders across the world, more than 45 countries and from different sectors, and all our business owners with rich background, from rich qualifications or the exposure and experience. And this program, I did my first module of this OPM last month, May 12th to May 31st. So it's a flagship program of Harvard Business School, and it gave a lot of insights into the business on a global perspective kind of thing. It's not just a real estate business or a particular micro market of Bangalore or India. If you want to have a business outlook on a much global perspective, it was quite helpful. And the faculty, world famous faculty, and it's learning from faculty and learning from co-participants. It is learning from fire hose kind of thing.
Before you went to IIM Bangalore, you spent 10 years in the business before that as well, right? So how was that phase for you? What were the initial challenges you faced at that period?
During our initial phases of our business, we were more reliant on too many partnerships or unsecured lending or too much leverage kind of thing. Either out of the cycles in the business, 2008 global financial crisis, we had a great learnings kind of thing. Post that, when it comes to 2013-14, our my program at IIM, it helped us crystallizing my learnings, and also at the same time how to anticipate the risk, how to the risk analysis can be done, how the leverage has to be utilized, what should be the leverage. I got a lot of insights, and how what is the how these systems and process can be imbibed into the organizations, how they can be monitored into the over a period of time. And always Sumadhura was believing in the one is agility, and the other thing is upgrading ourselves. During my initial days of real estate to today, till today, it's around 30 years of real estate journey. If I see our either progress of me or Sumadhura, it is a consistent and it is a gradual. It is nothing we learned overnight, and we were learning every day kind of thing. Or from every project we are learning. We are learning from every interaction with the customers, or we are learning from every problem faced by our customers. And the solutions, these solutions are immediately implemented in all across the organization. So during the initial days, we were building small buildings like 8 flats, 10 units, 15 units, 20 units. Our first 10 years of the business, the highest project we did is around 50 units kind of thing. But post that, our average unit size has become 200 units kind of thing between 2000, after 2005, 6 to after the first 10 years kind of thing. Then we moved from 6 floors, 5 floors building to then 8 floors building, then 15 floors building. Once that 15 floors building is completed, we did 35 floors building. Once that 35 floors building is completed, we planned for a 59 floors building, 49 floors building. When that 49 floors building is about to completion now we are having another 59 floors building. So we don't, never we thought of climbing 10 steps or 20 steps at a time. At the same time, we never missed now to climb further step at any stage. This is what resulted where we are now. When we want to grow also, we growing in the same market or going into different markets or growing in the same market with different products. So this is what the strategy we adopted. We were strong in some of the micro markets. When we tried to spread different micro markets also, we couldn't grow that fast the way we could have, or that comfortably in the new markets. So then we thought, okay, at this stage, instead of aggressively growing for going to different markets, why can't we try different products in the same market? So then ultimately then our commercial business or the warehousing business or the co-living or plotted development, or all these products, are these different products are out of such strategy kind of.
So since we are talking about venturing into different markets or introducing new products into the same market, I would like to touch on the topic where you started in Bangalore and ventured into the Hyderabad market. What was that initial thought process of yours, and where did you find that confidence to venture into a different market?
When it comes to, actually we started in Hyderabad in 1994, and in 2005 we moved to Bangalore. We spread to Bangalore also. This was out of our compulsion during 2005 in Hyderabad, especially because of the bifurcation, Telangana, Andhra bifurcation issues. The market was quite volatile. It was very tough in operating. Then at that time, we explored the option of Bangalore market. Then we felt Bangalore market was quite matured when compared to Hyderabad in 2005. Then we slowly moved from 2005 to 2009. We completely moved to Bangalore. But again, 2014-15 post this Telangana and the other clarity, and we saw the Hyderabad market bouncing back. Then we, with the rich experience what we had in both the Hyderabad and Bangalore markets over a period of 20 years, in 2015 we immediately again re-entered into Hyderabad market, and our strategy or our step resulted, and the run Hyderabad has had for the last 10 years shown that okay, our strategy or our step moving back to Hyderabad is quite good.
So what was your first development in Bangalore when you ventured in 2004-05 in Bangalore market?
So 2005, when we started our first project here in Bangalore by the name Sumadhura Shangri-La, it is a 1 acre project, around 84 units kind of thing.
It was an outright project?
It was an outright purchase.
Okay. And subsequently, you have been compounding and doing bigger developments in Bangalore.
Yes. By the time when we started 1 acre, for a new developer, any market getting on joint development, it was tough. But when we started first project, when we saw how the sales is there, how the operations here, after launching the first project in December 2005, we immediately, during those time, we did lot of backward integration, like having our own materials, batching plant, producing the RMC at site. So buying the material from majorly from all the direct producers. We did many backward integration, and it resulted very well, and it laid strong foundation for the further growth actually.
What all benefits you gained from the backward integrations?
So when the kind of backward integration when we did, we got lot of control over the execution, our cost of construction, and our quality and timelines. In these three parameters, we got better results than the previous one. Till today, we maintain those three parameters. So either in terms of cost at which we execute, or the timelines at fast we execute, and the quality we get out of the money we spent, we are way better than any other market players.
Sir, we can talk about your different products that you are introducing mainly in Bangalore market, or you are venturing into co-living, co-working, warehousing in Hyderabad market as well?
No, as of now, our focus is in Bangalore, that too majorly Whitefield or East Bangalore and North Bangalore kind of thing. And once we get a know-how about those sectors, we may explore the other markets too. As of now, our focus is.
In the last few years, you have entered commercial development as well in Bangalore. So what made you venture into commercial market? As I'm aware, you were already doing, and you are already doing good in the residential market as well.
When it comes to entering into a commercial, it is mostly unexpected kind of thing even for us. We did commercial projects till 2005 in Hyderabad. But slowly we shifted our focus into residential when it comes to Bangalore. But when we thought of growing, and when we acquired some land parcels, when we did feasibility report for those land parcels, actually IPC suggested that some of the land parcels were more suitable for a commercial project than residential. So then also we thought that all these days, for the last more than 25 years, we delivered very good number of projects, but we never hold any assets. We were always churning out one asset to other kind of thing. And also for strengthening the balance sheet of the companies also, annuity income, if it is there, it helps the strong financials, building the strong financials. So the cumulatively building the strong balance sheet, the desire of building the strong balance sheet, having the annuity income, and the feasibility of the particular land parcels made us to enter into the commercial real estate and commercial projects also. When it comes to execution, for us, someone who is executing a residential project, executing a commercial project is not that tough, that difficult. And we hired the best of best consultants, professionals who did commercial projects, who has a great experience in executing the commercial projects. We hired those professionals, we hired those consultants, and we delivered. Even commercials, we did grade A plus building, now where we are sitting when it comes to Capital Towers. It was one of the best building in this micro market. We built it.
It is a wonderful building. It tells about how much emphasis is being put in the security of the building, in terms of from entering of the building to passenger passing from the lobbies to reaching their office as well. Can you talk about how much important security plays in a commercial building?
No, when it comes to security, commercial building, we need to look at the expectations or the requirements of our tenants. So this is all a result of the understanding the tenant requirements, what kind of security they are looking at. Any MNC, multinational companies, what kind of protocols they have, keeping in view those minds. And the vendors or consultants who were working there were also working with other commercial developments. So it is building up to the expectations of the tenants in today's market scenario.
So, what is your view on diversifying the business in warehousing?
So, post GST, this particular sector, warehousing sector, has become the most prominent sector. And when it comes to other emerging economies, other developed nations, when it comes to our warehousing facilities are comparatively, our capacity of warehousing is very less. So understanding this factor, we felt that warehousing is a sunrise sector. And when it comes to the skills required for warehousing is, be it land acquisition, land aggregation, or building warehousing boxes is compared to our residential and commercial, it's a compared to the easiest thing. So understanding the know-hows of this warehousing, and we again hired the best of best consultants who had, and then we thought of that particular sector is going to be having a lot of future in coming days. That's the idea we ventured into.
Warehousing promising a great future ahead and involving land acquisition, but you having a mastery of land acquisition since you have been doing that since 2-3 decades. And also construction is an easy part in warehousing because you have been building complex residential and commercial properties. So it made sense for Sumadhura Group to venture into warehousing.
Yes.
What about the co-living and co-working managed office spaces that Sumadhura Group is venturing into?
So when it comes to co-working and managed offices, actually when we are building huge commercial developments, when we are leasing, we got a lot of inquiries about fit out options or managed office options from the tenants. Then when we are into commercial real estate, we thought, okay, even venturing into managed offices will enable us to have building a strong tenant portfolio. So I felt it makes sense. So when even our entire team felt that, and when it comes to co-living, the markets where we are operating is completely technology people having, where there is a lack of very good accommodations kind of thing. So we felt that there are no purpose-built co-living spaces across the micro markets. So we want to build purpose-built co-living kind of thing. If you see many of the co-living spaces, they are modified kind of thing, or they doesn't have the statutory compliance kind of thing. We believe in everything compliant buildings. So when we felt that appropriate land parcel is more suitable into co-living, then we ventured into co-living. But when it comes to co-living, our idea is not to operate the premises. It is build and whether to lease or sell kind of.
So talking about managed office spaces, it was an added service to your clients and helped in better client retention and also brings out one other extension of the brand as well. And co-living, the major purpose is to build for someone who wants to do co-living and lease out that space to a co-living company?
Yes.
Okay. So what is your idea behind your motto, never settle?
We always contended whatever we have achieved till date. At the same time, we always focus, okay, what next? How we can better ourselves day by day, project by project. What kind of products we can add to our this thing? How we can improve our products, either residential apartments or commercial buildings? How we can add new products to this, and how we can serve better to our customers. how we can increase happiness to our customer or be the foundation of happiness to our customers, or how we can spread happiness across our employees. This is our continuous process of what next, how we can improve. We have a strong belief of, if I am not improving, it is more or less we are declining. If we are not, there is no stagnation. It can be either the direction towards the upwards or the direction towards the downwards. So if you are, we strongly believe that if you are not improving, you are automatically declining. So this is the thought process or culture of me and Sumadhura organization, and across all our management team, team Sumadhura have that kind of approach. If you see, whether we are adding new products, or we are going vertically, or we are going horizontally. Our first projects in Bangalore is 1 acre. Today we have a project of 40 spread over 40 acres kind of thing. So we are getting into building townships kind of thing. So we strongly believe that improve ourselves is the only way of living.
Definitely, because as you said, and your point of even if you are stagnant, you are declining, because the world is growing at
World
the
is
same
growing.
point. So
Yes.
anyways, even if you are stagnant, you are left behind the
You
competition.
will be outdated. You will be
Yes.
outdated. If you are not updated, you are outdated. This is what we strongly believe. That's where we whether the new technologies into the construction, or the new methods in each and every construction process, Sumadhura adapts very fastly, and that's very much visible in our continual growth kind of.
I want to understand about the team structure of the Sumadhura Group, because at the pace at which adopts to new things and at the pace of development and the growth the brand has made in the past few decades is phenomenal. If you can explain how the team works in terms of handling different assets from warehousing, residential, co-living, co-working, logistics, to your also we touch upon the different point after your answer.
So when it comes to team, we have around 16 people management team, who are, many of them are homegrown kind of thing. We have a very clear methodology of working. We write it down, what we want to achieve, how we want to achieve, how we are going to implement, and we hire professionals and professional consultants and a professional team to execute the same. And we have a closed review process of what the schedule, how the schedules are there, how the quality is there, how the budgets are there. So we never missed our timelines. Even during COVID also, we could able to achieve our timelines. So our strong focus on execution, strong focus on timelines and schedules from the management team to through the professionals, it enables us to achieve whatever the goals and objectives we set up for ourselves. So this is ultimately resulting a consistent growth, and consistent growth in terms of volumes, or in terms of brand reputation, or in terms of brand value. This is all visible. Our deliveries are resulting all these things. So we have a very focused approach on delivery.
Your core management team, and most of them are from your home, right?
Family, friends.
So how does that help the brand in I'm aware of the fact that when you have people from your house in the core management team, it automatically is a benefit to the organization, because these people will never leave and you can always trust on them. So how has that team came into the formation, and how is the team doing today?
when it comes to Sumadhura, whoever from my family, whoever approached us for an opportunity, we offered an opportunity, and we reviewed the performances. We groomed them. We clearly set expectations for them, and those expectations are monitored and groomed. And those who are able to deliver, those who are able to incline to the interest of the organization, they could able to survive. And as you said that when it comes to a family, their focus, as they have the skin in the game, their interest in the project, their interest in the work, and consistency, and longevity, and all these people, whoever between 16 to 20 people, they are not overnight kind of thing. Some of them are 25 years old, some of them are 22 years old. They are added year by year according to the requirement of the organization or according to the requirement of those people. So it is a gradual process of building a team with a common goal and common objective kind of thing.
What is your total employee strength?
Today it is around more than 800 people in the organization on rolls.
And I'm aware of the fact that even during COVID, when a lot of difficulties were being faced by all over the world business owners, Sumadhura Group continued to pay the salaries and never laid off even any one single employee. Tells something about the company and the brand and the faith it has in its people. I want you to highlight your thinking behind the team you form and how to take care of them.
Till date, Sumadhura never asked anyone to leave the organization. The thought process we have always, identify the strength, and if someone is not good at something, identifying where they are good at, and so repurpose them. This is the strategy we were adapting. During COVID, not only we paying salaries to employees, also we supplied groceries to the labor force of around 3,000 people who were there working in Sumadhura projects, those who are at labor camps. We continuously supplied groceries to them, supplied medication to them, and our majority of the employees have become the COVID warriors. So they monitored the hygiene conditions at the labor this thing. In spite of there was a movement of restriction from government was there, police people were. So we gave passes to the employees. They become the COVID warriors, and they not only just in involving in the construction project. When the time has come, everyone raised to the occasion and work for that humanity, how it is required at that moment. We were very grateful or thankful to all team Sumadhura, how they responded. And also we also strongly believed that the crisis is a short-term lived. We will see how the capability till date what we have, we should give our fight. That was the approach we did, and in very short time we bounced back also strongly. So though the entire the Sumadhura ideology is, it's not a transactional basis with anyone, be it employees, be it stakeholders of either it is a customer or it is whether it. We did even during COVID, we did lot of customer engagement activities, like we did lot of sessions, Zoom sessions or awareness sessions for our customers also, how they can come out of their mental trauma, mental stress, what they can do being at home, what skills they can improve. We have conducted some skill improvement programs, some mental awareness programs, stress relieving programs, even to the customers, not for employees, not for even our labor force. We whenever we get an opportunity, we try to take care of entire our stakeholders, and not only stakeholders, entire society, what we can give to the society, give back to the society, what kind of contribution we can do to the society. We contributed even to the, during that COVID, to the CM relief fund, or to the supplying groceries to the other people around, kind of thing.
Talking about COVID, how has the market been for you for both the places, Hyderabad and Bangalore, pre-COVID and post-COVID? And what changes have you witnessed? Have they been good?
So when it comes to pre-COVID, post-COVID, be it in anywhere in world, not in Hyderabad and world, the importance of home has increased a lot and grown. Earlier, people were talking about home becoming a service kind of thing. Like nobody will have nowadays will have home. They, wherever they go, they will rent a place and live in and move to next place, kind of thing. This is the thought process was around before COVID. But after COVID, everyone has realized the importance of having a roof on their head, importance of shelter, and their home has become their school, their office, their temple, their hospital. Everything, home has become everything. And it resulted in the increase in the size of the home. Pre-COVID, the average unit size was around 1350, 1400 in Bangalore. Now that has become 2200, 2000 square foot post-COVID kind of thing. So everyone was looking at, those who were earlier asking 2 BHK, they were looking at 3 BHK, 4 BHK kind of thing. Ultimately, the size of the units increased, importance of the home increased, and everyone who was on the wall, sitting on the wall to buying a home, everyone jumped into the buying decision.
So the capital appreciation post-COVID has been much more compared to pre-COVID?
Yes, sir, definitely.
Coming to giving back to society, and I'm aware of the Sumadhura Foundation. If you can tell us about the foundation a little bit.
The ideology of Sumadhura, giving back to society, or joy of sharing, has resulted in Sumadhura Foundation a decade back. And for the last decade, we were focusing on, I said in the beginning of the podcast, that my father, a strong believer of education in transforming lives, the same thought process running in the culture of Sumadhura. We always believe education can transform anyone's lives. So we were focusing on, especially in education sector or in empowering skill development sector. We also see that in India, the problem is not unemployment, but it is the problem of employability. Many people doesn't have the skills which they can get a job, or they can do something at their job. So we were trying to build these gaps by conducting lot of skill development programs at rural areas especially. And we are trying to upgrade the government schools wherever there is no facilities are there, basic infrastructure was not there. We are some places. At my own village, our foundation built a complete government school on the standards of any private schools kind of thing. It's 11,000 square foot built up area. It's a primary school with a budget of 2.5 crores. Last year we inaugurated and in Bangalore, when it comes to, we recently upgraded Varthur Government School, where it is completely upgraded within a period of 5 years. And we are also upgraded primary health center of Varthur and Boganalli. And we are also contributing to the providing for the breakfast to many of the government schools in and around Whitefield. So also Sumadhura project has the sustainability as a core ideology of the projects. So at the same time, we are concerned about the environment Also, we are maintaining the adjacent Kadgodi tree plantation park, which is adjacent to this particular building. And we are also built a waste to energy plant very nearby, where all the kitchen waste is collected from our societies, our communities, and this kitchen waste is transformed into into energy kind of thing. So we have a multi areas focused education, women empowerment, skill development, and the concern about environment. All these areas we are continuously doing lot of work on behalf of Sumadhura Foundation. And it is not just our foundation. We are trying to get lot of people working towards these particular goals kind of thing. Yeah.
It feels very nice, sir, as all of these accounts to giving back to society and making people more live better standards of life and have a good future ahead. That is very nice of you. What is your future vision for the company?
Sumadhura, as Sumadhura, we have a vision of we want to be the one of the best global brands when it comes to providing real estate solutions to the different stakeholders, and we want to build an organization which which serves for generations to come. And in terms of we have a vision of by 2030 to become 1 lakh crore worth company kind of valuation company. And at the same time, we want to build a brand that recognized globally.
Can you talk about your future upcoming developments in Bangalore and Hyderabad?
We are going to launch around 30 million square foot in the next 8 quarters kind of thing. In this quarter alone, in the coming quarter alone, we are going to launch 6 projects, 5 in Bangalore, 1 in Hyderabad, and another 6 projects we have in this financial year. Only majority of them in and around Outer Ring Road, East Bangalore and North Bangalore. And in this, we have residential projects, we have plotted development, we have townships, we have in Hyderabad, Palais Royal, it's a 59-storied building. It's a more or less 4 million square foot development, which it's a uber luxury project kind of thing. Overall, we have around 10 million square foot ongoing and another 30 million square foot to be launched in the next 8 quarters.
What is your thought process of uber luxury projects? How is it different from a normal project?
We have our projects like luxury, ultra luxury, and the uber luxury kind of thing. When it comes to our uber luxury project, the average unit size is around 5,000 square foot, and the specifications is like Italian marble specifications, complete air conditioning. The facility it is our sometimes even serviced homes kind of thing. The unit size and the specifications and the quality and the service what we give, all these are the top notch level kind of thing. So it gives the uber luxury. When it comes to especially Hyderabad market, the people aspirations there in Hyderabad market is different than I feel any other market in especially South India kind of thing. So to cater the requirement of those aspired people, these uber luxury projects we are doing in especially Hyderabad.
So ultimately, it is the land acquisition. Wherever it is, the land acquisition and approvals is the most critical part.
Yes.
If that is done, the next everything goes on autopilot.
Yes, it can be delegated.
It can be delegated. It can be just delegated and reviewed in a consistent manner. Then it goes well. For us also, acquiring land and getting approvals. Once approval is done,
You're relieved.
I'm completely relieved. It goes on. and even the revenue starts coming
Right.
coming in.
What is normal approval process here in Bangalore?
Process here it is, if it is less than 5 acres of land, the process is little simple.
Okay.
But even that also, when it comes to high rise beyond 5 floors, you need to get NOCs from different departments. MOEF, KSPCB, Karnataka State Pollution Control Board.
Environmental.
Environment is different, pollution control.
Achha, both you have to get both.
You have to get both. Then your fire NOC, your BWSSB for water supply, and your BESCOM, your BSNL, your airport authority. There are these 7 NOCs and the next main approval, BBMP approval. But when it comes to bigger developments like more than 5 acres, actually we need to get the another development plan also.
Okay.
The development plan itself takes another 3 to 4 months sometimes.
In getting that approval of joint.
It's a bigger plot, you get the block approval there.
Okay.
So once that block approval is done, then you can go to the BBMP or the same BDA depending upon the jurisdiction. You can get individual block sanction or together sanction. For more than 5 acres, we have such process. But this entire process, getting NOCs, development plan, nowadays we don't have many projects less than
5 acres. I was going to ask that, looking at scale right now, you must be doing bigger than 5 acres only.
My average size of the project is 1 million square foot. It is more than that. Average 1 million square foot saleable area.
क्योंकि effort उतना ही लगता है, छोटा तो बड़ा ही करे.
Same. You will have the same time spent on that
Planning,
execution, acquiring everything. So now we are restricting ourselves again, maintaining that 1 million square foot or at least 600 to 800 crore turnover in a project kind of thing.
Minimum top line.
Top line.
How much is the average construction cost per square feet?
No, it's a very broad question. Suppose construction cost, we have buildings of 6 floors building, we have buildings of 60 floors building. So
we can talk about Capital Towers.
Capital Towers, this is a commercial project. Here our construction cost is other than approvals, interest, construction and administration, it is 4,000 rupees per square foot. 4,000?
It's high compared to Bombay.
This 4,000 is on leasable space.
Okay.
If you see the total buildable space, it will be then...
Achha, half, 60%.
Not 65%.
65%.
So if my total development is 20 lakh square foot. If you calculate on 20 lakh square foot, it is 3,000 rupees.
Yes, then it's cheaper.
But if you calculate on leasable space of 15 lakh square foot.
And what sale rate do you expect? If you're planning to lease only?
No, here we are also lease only, not sale.
But if you go to sale, you can command a rate of?
Maybe 12,000 rupees. 12,000.
Whitefield is the most premium right now, right?
Whitefield is the most premium. When it comes to other than the central Bangalore, peripherals, Whitefield is the most premium.
This is also huge, 1 lakh.
It's 1,35,000 square foot floor plate. Bangalore, no other building has such big floor.
No, this is actually huge. This is 8 acres.
8.7 acres.
Huge land.
And we are coming up with one more residential development.
Just behind this.
Just behind this.
How much time did it take to build Capital Towers?
3 years if you exclude COVID period.
Okay. After COVID also, the group might have witnessed a good amount of growth.
Yes, after COVID, we bounced back very strongly. We bounced back. Actually, the capital prices have grown up. Actually, it resulted good profits in all existing projects. Velocity also.
Land prices also must have.
Land prices gone, but at least whatever the existing projects, we got good this thing. If we speak, COVID helped us a lot. At least I think real estate industry helped.
Yes, real estate industry was given advantage because of COVID. You plan to go to Pune in like coming years?
Yes, we want to go to at least one or two new markets in 2025-26. That's the idea. So we will start exploring post next 6 months kind of
The
thing,
new different cities.
new markets. Our first idea is Chennai, Mumbai, Pune. In these three markets, at least one market we want to.
If you are coming to Mumbai,
We feel that Pune is more or less similar market of Bangalore.
yes,
So,
land acquisition.
in everything, land acquisition, even the customer target audience are the same for us like what we have in Bangalore. So we are feeling that operating in Pune will be much easier than the other markets kind of
Yes.
thing.
Land acquisition is your strength, I believe.
But
And
the new markets, it's not that easy. You have to go and establish that.
so like the process changes a little bit or more or less it's same.
It changes a lot. It changes because always land is a state subject. Every state has different rules, different documentation methodologies, different even title also. If we have Hyderabad, Telangana has different title verification kind of thing. Here we have different kind of thing. It's a completely different subject. To know, it takes at least some time.
So if you plan to enter, your initial process would be like to finding the right people to execute it for you.
Yes. No, we will have at least one or two representatives from our earlier team. Then get new people. Our existing team will monitor or will run through the other professionals we hire. We have the drivers, our management team, we call them as drivers. So they ensure that this project is delivered in this timeline as per this schedule kind of thing. So that it is something like hands-on approach kind of thing. So today if we are missing this week guideline, this week target or goal, so what to do, it will be again coming back to head office or kind of, they will take on spot decisions kind of thing, what needs to be done.
Capital Towers is like, who designed the lighting part on the building? Because I saw a video and something not you cannot see on daily basis.
Yes, it's our because of our lighting consultant, we had some special lighting consultant from Mumbai itself. I don't remember exactly, but because of that facing what we have, and our building is, suppose it is north east west oriented, so the sun path is from that side to this side. So we want to create shade on the elevation during the sun path. So till afternoon the shade will be this side, and after evening afternoon the shade shift. So that 50 to 60% of this facade will be covered by the fins shade, covered by the shade.
Right.
So that the temperature outside and inside will be minimum 4-5 degrees less because of the high performance glass and the shade, which because of the fins which we created, it
reduces the impact inside the building
of sunlight. So these fins, we utilized those fins for even lighting also. So it gave us to get that lighting pattern.
Was it a huge additional cost or like not much?
It's a additional cost. Whether it is huge when it compared to the overall project cost, it is around 1% of the project cost, but it's
huge if you
it's
just
huge.
say the amount.
It's huge because no one incurs such kind of cost at all.
Yes.
But 1% straight away increased because of the lighting means it's huge.
It will give you the return on.
It will give us the return in
longer run. Definitely.
Longer.
This looks beautiful. Like you can drive a car over here.
Yes.
And how does it feel to you, like reaching here at this position from your starting journey?
No, it gives always pride and satisfaction, and at the same time, I'm a believer of India's growth story, and I'm a believer of strong Indian culture kind of thing. So I feel okay. This is every common man in India, if you aspire and work consistently with a long-term vision, everyone can reach to that stage. So I always feel that my story is a message to anyone who has little wider thought process, image, what I can do, what I can't do. We never adopted any shortcuts kind of thing. And in our life we never enjoyed jackpots also. It's only a clean compounding, fixed compounding growth. Our only this thing is we always have the hands-on approach on things. If it is happening, what's happening? On ground level, what is happening? So if something is going against, so how we can rectify those things? When we started in around 2011-12 somewhere, we suddenly started from all the 5 floors building to all the 15 floors building. When it comes to 5 floors building, our turnaround is in 15 to 18 months.
Building is
completed. So our revenues kicks
faster.
Immediately. We suddenly started all the 15 floors building, 4 projects at a time, more than 1 million square foot kind of thing. There we require a lot of huge initial cash flows, and we also did suddenly the all bigger size units. The sales was slow, so it was little tough. Then immediately we launched 1 or 2 small projects of 5 floors. Then with those cash flows,
you managed the larger project.
The larger projects. Larger projects give the result at the end. But to get into that end, this is happening. So how to get the revenues? So we immediately signed during 11, 12. Suppose signing a project, launching a project is 3 to 6 months kind of thing.
Yes.
So that we immediately sensed the problem and acted upon and gave result. So this approach always, what is going wrong? Suppose, and also we did, suppose this our first commercial project, bought outright and built without collecting 1 rupee from the market. I built this building. But from the day one, I have, if this happens,
safety,
whether my organization can go forward without
any support,
affecting the growth, maintaining the growth, whether I can have these resources. So day one I have, if suppose if the leasing is not happening, also we have alternate approach also. So if it becomes tough, we will sell some of the areas.
Right.
Today suppose I am expecting 12,000 rupees. During construction, if I would have sold at 9,000 rupees or 8,000 rupees, also people would have bought.
Right.
So for me, it is not any
and would have been managed
overall. So we have what is plan A? If it is not happening, what is plan B? So always we have that. We never somehow it will go well. Need not to rethink. We have what is the worst consequence? How I can face the worst consequence? Today also, if I start a building, whether I sell a flat or not, my building will get completed. That is the plan we have. Without that, we won't start a project. Financial close on every project needs to be financial.
Planning is a very important role that has played. Some of
the big projects we did. One of our Sumadhura Eden Garden project, we did a development project of 1.35 million square foot leasable, saleable area. First time it is a 1.35. Earlier my biggest size is 7.5 lakhs. From 7.5 lakhs to I started
13.
a project 1.35.
13 lakh.
more or less double.
15 lakhs.
14 lakhs. So more or less double. Even that project also, what it didn't project come very well, but the sales didn't happen the way we want. At the time of when we got OC, out of 13.5 lakhs, 8.65 lakhs is my share. In that 8.65 lakhs, 5 lakhs square foot is unsold area. That is post-COVID. But the miracle happened. In 9 months, I sold 4 years, 4 lakh square foot. In
1 year.
9 months, 4.65 lakh square foot at a
Premium.
much higher price. 1,000 rupees, 1,500 rupees.
OC makes a difference, very big difference.
So our idea is, irrespective of whether the sales happens or not, we'll get the OC. Building will get completed, we'll get the OC. This project we got OC last September.
Okay. So you have in process for signing up lease decline?
Yes, we have already signed some 2-3 leases, small leases, and another leases also.
You give a rent-free period 2 months?
Yes, 2 months, 3 months, depending upon
the client
requirement.
Today was a very great session in terms of understanding how you came up from a middle class family and reaching to such heights in a period of 30 decades. It goes out and tells, and people are inspired from you, and also the way you are giving back to society is also a very huge and a very important thing any human should do. It taught a lot of things today to me in terms of continuously upgrading yourself and also evolving, because stagnant growth is declining. Thank you so much for your time and your valuable lessons.
Thank you very much having me here. Thank you very much giving an opportunity to convey my message to the viewers. Thank you very much.
Thank you.